Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to American Truck Simulator. Today we are in the Tesla semi-truck. That's right, the Tesla truck. We have got the standing cab version here, all black, looking real sleek. Let's hop inside. It is raining here in Colorado Springs. Colorado is actually where we're at today. So we're here in the Tesla. Let's go ahead and fire this thing up. There we go. We hear the little chime, and it's running. Fully electric semi, 900 and some horsepower, pretty much entirely torque, directly to the wheels. This thing is a beast. 82 degrees out here today. I have put 375 miles on the truck, just testing it out, trying to figure it out and see how it works. Now, this truck, fair warning, if you go to use it on the most current version of American Truck Simulator, there's not one that technically works. So what you have to do is when you download this truck, you have to take that zip file, extract it. There are multiple files within that are SCS files, as well as a zip file for the paint schemes. You will then take those files and put them in your mods directory for American Truck Simulator. Once you've done that, you will launch American Truck Simulator using OpenGL. So when you go to Steam and you click play, it comes up with the deal. It says like play ATS safe mode, and all this and all that. You're going to choose launch with OpenGL, and you'll be able to get this truck going in your mods folder. And in the game, you'll be able to buy it in the mods dealership in the game. Now, you will notice because you're running OpenGL, the menus of the game are going to run a little bit worse than usual. But all that being said, we're fired up, ready to go. Let's turn off that park and brake. Let's put her in the only gear it has. Forward and reverse is what we're rocking. Let's turn on that weird, gosh, this thing's fast. Let's turn on that windshield wiper there as well. And we are going to go and pick up our load today. We're taking some frozen foods up to North Platte. Now this thing technically does, so the game thinks it takes gas. Or diesel, I should say. So to, quote, charge the battery, one would go up to one of these places and fill it up similar to how you would fill up with fuel, because you're essentially using fuel, but just pretend that it's electricity. All right, it's fired up. There we go. We're in the ready position, and we're gonna hit the road now. As I was saying earlier, my truck, because this truck is not designed to run on this version of hold on, let me turn on these. Oh, hold on. We've got the wrong button pressing going on here today. There we go. Wanted to turn on my lights. Now, because this truck is not intended to be running on this version of the game, there are things about it that are broken. So the way that we are able to get it in the game is kind of like a backdoor fix, and some of the things don't fully work. For example, on the left monitor there, the big monitor on the very left, there is supposed to be kind of an obstacle avoidance screen, right? Like cars have now, where like the Tesla, where it shows you the traffic and stuff. There's supposed to be one of those there. It's just a still image, so it doesn't actually work with the traffic. That would be really cool. But that's not showing up for me. And then there is another screen similar to that that's supposed to be showing up over on that deal as well. That is not. Now, good lord. In reality, this truck has an amazing brake system. I do have the brakes turned all the way down. So if I wanted to be more true to how this semi actually would operate, I should probably increase my braking capacity. But I'm not going to do that just for the sake of this is what I'm used to. It is stupid fast, though. We put it pedal to the metal, and you can just see this thing starts ripping away. Now, the nice thing about having these kind of little cameras in the monitor as like a reverse view camera is you don't really have to use your mirrors. The visibility in this thing is terrific. There's like no blind spot. You sit right in the middle. It's got so much torque, it can haul almost anything. I mean, it really can haul pretty much anything. Visibility is great. And it's actually a quiet ride, which is pretty nice for those of you who enjoy a more peaceful ride. Now, don't get me wrong, I enjoy... Oh, look, the mountains. Oh, I love mountains so much. I enjoy a nice big diesel engine, don't get me wrong. But this Tesla truck, it is really, really cool. You can't deny that. Okay, now, maybe it was back there, but I think it's actually up here. There is somewhere that I have to go to try and order my... to tell it I want to pick up a trailer. Where is it at? I have a deal in that removes them. I think it's here. Maybe it's back there. We're just trying to find it. Okay, give me a second. Look at this. Look at this thing just zip backwards. Holy cow. I should turn the brake intensity up just because this thing's stupid fast. Alright, how about right here? I don't know where this little marker is. Alright, so we're going to be taking 14 tons of frozen food up to North Platte. Let's see what we can do with this. So we've got this trailer right here, but I think we're going to put the aero package on it. I think that's probably a good idea. Why not? Let's do that. I think our money did go down a little bit because of it, but I am fine with that. 17 tons now, because we did technically make it a bigger trailer as well. Go ahead and accept that. Rain, thunderstorm out here. Holy cow. Now, we're low on air pressure because I was using the brakes like crazy when I was trying to find that deal. So we're going to have some trouble stopping and driving and things here. I should probably let that try and fill up before we try anything. This thing is something to try and line up. It's really confusing because you sit in the center and I'm trying to like judge it, but I'm not really sure how to judge it. I'm trying to use those little cameras there, but I think I'm gonna find myself a little off. Oh, actually, I think we just got it. Did we get that? We got so many beeping going on. Let's see. Put the legs up. Yeah, we did. Nice. Okay, so we figured that out. Got the load. Now, well, how do you build the air pressure in one of these? I suppose it's electric, so I can't really just rev the engine or anything, right? Like, I kind of just have to... Oh, look at that. It's already built up. Perfect. That means we are good to go, ready to hit the road. Park and brake off. Put her in drive. Check the flashers, as this thing doesn't... It's an electric vehicle, so it doesn't pull away. I don't even need to be in park right now, which is terrific. We can just sit here and test these things now. Let me check my trailer brakes. I do not recall. Looks like they work. Awesome. We are ready to roll. Let's hit the road. Now look at this thing, it just pulls. No problem. Barely pushing on the accelerator. It is so confusing not hearing anything though. That is for sure something that is gonna... Sitting in the center and hearing no engine noise is going to throw you off at first. I guarantee it. I should increase my my brake intensity before we get going on this trip, so it's more true to how Tesla truly drives. Turn on them, off them flashers, and right up here at this red light, we are going to do exactly that. Mountains are gorgeous, man. Woo! All right, just made a couple changes, made the brakes more intense, and I made a couple other changes. I lowered the stability of the truck. Now, the trailer stability was already all the way down, but I lowered the truck stability all the way down. I lowered the suspension stiffness all the way down too, just out of curiosity. Probably should have that in like the center, but I wanted to see what it would do. And I had experienced one extreme, so I figured we would experience the other together here. But we are just cruising along, no problem. Now, there is something interesting about this. So that you get 2 transmission options. You also get, I believe, 2 engine options. Now, I believe I went with the 900 horsepower version, which is the one that this technically should have, but I could be wrong on that. But I did, however, go for the single speed transmission because that's, I believe, to my knowledge, the most accurate to what the truck really is because it's an electric vehicle. However, you can do an automatic 6-speed in this, which I have seen increased performance by. from those who have run the automatic 6-speed on this truck. So I think it probably works better when you do that, but I wanted authenticity, so I went with not doing that. Okay, truck, look, I was waiting for you to pass and you slow down. Now you've just forced my hand here. I don't know why you slowed down, but you did. If anyone was wondering how we're driving through Colorado right now, we are using the coast-to-coast map, the most recent version. We're driving through the great state of Colorado. Love the mountains. Love Colorado. I have family that live there. Family was actually recently back visiting. My aunt was, which was nice. She was here for a few days, not too terribly long. Colorado's a beautiful state, though. Love the mountains. Very outdoorsy, very active state. I don't know. I think I could live in Colorado pretty happy. I have thought about it. I've thought about it before, but they still get, I don't know, I go back and forth because I don't like snow and I don't really like cold, but when I'm, like, because I lived in Florida for a couple of years. When I lived in Florida for a couple of years, I'm not going to lie, like, whenever I would get into a climate that it was, like, kind of cold, like it got down to, like, 30-some degrees, I actually enjoyed it. It was a nice break from the usual, from the heat and stuff, so I don't know. I think I could enjoy Colorado quite a bit. It is, I mean, you get to the mountains, like the foothills, and it's very pretty. The rest of it is too open and too flat for me personally. I mean, this is coming from a guy that grew up in Iowa. Many of you would probably argue that Iowa is too open and too flat. But where I grew up, it is pretty hilly, and there is actually a lot of tree cover in the area that I grew up here in Iowa. But all that aside, I was just complimenting Colorado. That's all. If anyone lives in Colorado, I very much like your state. I do. I've thought about living there before. And who knows, maybe that'll happen at some point in my life. Maybe it will. I pretty much, I mean, I'm not against it. I'm not against the idea. But other things, I got a letter today, not necessarily a letter, but a document. This document was from my company, and it was also in part from the Department of Defense, the DOD. Oh, I see that trailer stability going. Yeah, that was neat. So long story short, my business where I work has been classified as essential. Therefore, my job is essential. And in the event of a state or national shutdown, or what they would call lockdown, due to said pandemic, I will still have to go to work. So I don't get a little break or anything, which I suppose there's probably many people that would love to be able to say that, and there's people that would probably be like, you know, a break doesn't sound too bad. I'm on the a break doesn't sound too bad side of things, although I don't mind still going to work. Like, I'm not mad about it, but a break didn't sound terrible to me. An excuse to take one at least, right? But that's interesting. So yeah, depending on how things go there, I still have to go to work pretty much no matter what. So you're not going to see an increase in content because of the quarantine, because I am technically not going to be quarantined, unfortunately. Okay, so they look like they have that exit blocked off for a reason. I could probably still try and take it, but that's probably a horrible idea. What is going... Oh, yeah, they do got it all shut down, don't they? Yeah, they got a whole side shut down. Dang. So unfortunately, in this part of Coast to Coast, we don't have many road options. So this is gonna make things a little complicated. Buddy, I don't know what you want from me. You're chilling out on my inside. You don't chill. The nice thing about that camera there and the monitor is you practically don't have a blind spot in this truck, and it's great. Because that guy was stupid chilling where they were. So we're gonna have to go all the way up into Wyoming just to get to North Platte, Nebraska. That is unfortunate, to say the least. But yeah, as I was saying, I am technically, I guess, essential. And I will not be getting a break, so we'll not see an increase in content because I still have to go to work. Come on, boy. Look, you either get over or you get going. I don't care which. I would honk at you, but I can't figure out the button. Come on. You don't just chill in this lane, bro. Like, I'm in a semi and I'm trying to pass you. Get out of my way. Jerk. Get in the slow lane. How rude, am I right? Okay, now you are going super slow. Why? Listen, fellas, the speed limit is 75 and y'all out here going 55 to 60 mile an hour. What is wrong with you? And then y'all are stacked up perfectly to where I can't even pass you. Get over. How hard is it? Seriously. How hard is it to just realize you're slow? Speed up or get over. I don't understand you. I hate traffic. Absolutely hate traffic. Speed up. If this guy hits the brakes, we are so gonna rear end him because look how close I'm riding his butt. I'm trying to tell him that he needs to hurry his little hiney up and get going. There's a semi hot on your tail, and when that's a thing, that means you are slow. Let's go. Kick it into gear, princess. Come on. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, let's do this. See, I guarantee you he's not going to appreciate this, but I don't appreciate him, so... Oh, hey, look at that, buddy. I'm just going to slot right in front of you. Yeah. Cut you off, because you are stupid. Finally, we're rolling at proper speeds again. Everybody was going stupid slow back there. I don't know what their deal was. Let's get over into this lane. And now let's just cruise. Open road. Open road, open mind, nice and calm. We'll be fine. Yeah, hopefully everyone is doing well. Hopefully everyone is having a great Friday thus far. My Friday is, I don't know. I was going to say my Friday is going great so far, but if I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know the answer to that yet. When I'm recording this, it is Wednesday, or is it Tuesday? It's one of these days. Nope, it's Wednesday. Oh gosh, I was on my phone. I'm recording this video on a Wednesday. I actually recorded it already yesterday, Tuesday night, but I did not like it, so I thought we would do it again. Welcome to Wyoming, by the way. We've made it, finally. 82 degree, 83. Oh, what are you doing? Screw you. You don't slam the brakes like that. I'm gonna hold this horn for like 10 years just to make sure you know that I'm pissed at you right now. Jerk. What was that? What's an unnecessary brake check for? Do you want to die? Is that what you're trying to... This is becoming too real. This is becoming way too real. I'm getting mad at traffic. It's nothing more real. Let's merge onto the highway. Let's get around this jerk. Done with you, dude. Either take the Xer to get off, because I'm not getting all the way over. I'm going to put you in a pickle, see how you like it. Yeah, you're getting off anyways, but if you weren't, you would have been in a pickle. Well, we're cruising down 80 here in Wyoming. We were not able to take the correct road in Colorado, so we had to go all the way up to Wyoming, then we're going to have to go back down into Nebraska. This is unfortunate. Texas, you get to the Texas, Oklahoma area, and they have a ton of roads. I mean, more than your usual, like, in-game map. But you get out to some of these states, and they don't have a whole lot of roads quite yet, which is unfortunate. I thought about doing this trip in Florida, but I didn't have any garages in Florida I could spawn into, so I guess we're taking a trip through the great Midwest. We're in a plain state right now. As my voice stops working. As we come flying up on this guy's rear end because we're going almost 10 mile an hour over the speed limit. Let me take a drink real quick. But as you can see, this thing cruises along with no problem whatsoever. And we're in Nebraska, the good life. There's a commercial that Nebraska plays. It's for their like tourism board, right? And this commercial plays, and it says, if your idea of fun isn't floating down a feed trough in a river drinking beer, then Nebraska probably isn't for you. And then the end slogan for their tourism, like, company or board or whatever for the state is Nebraska. Honestly, it's not for everyone. We die laughing when we see that. It's hilarious because it's very true. Now don't get me wrong, I don't hate Nebraska. Relax, relax. I don't. I lived in Nebraska for a little while, but even Nebraskans have to admit there's not a lot to do. Right? Like, there's not. And shoot, I'll admit that for Iowa. There's not a whole lot to do for Iowa either. So, it's not like it's a one state thing. It's the Midwest as a whole. Unless you like planting corn and drinking beer, there's not really a whole lot of stuff to do in the Midwest. That's why one of the things that, like, you know you're from the Midwest or Iowa specifically if you drive around for fun. And that happens. You'll just go on a drive. You'll go out for a rip, you know? You'll just be like, oh, kind of bored. Just gonna go out for a rip, you know? Don't know where we're gonna go. Maybe you stop by Casey's and grab ourselves some Casey's pizza, you know? Obviously, that's not what Iowans sound like, but it was funnier that way. Big, beautiful blue sky. I think it's time to get a screenshot out here to the great state of Nebraska. What do you say? All right, grabbed a couple screenshots for the thumbnail, and I realized we're time traveling right now, going 88 miles per hour. Dear gosh, we're going back in time out here. Why do we got to be going so fast for? That's ridiculous. Slow down. Speed limit 75. I suggest we get slowed down to near there at least. Got another 106 miles to go ahead of us here. And they want this load in another 6 hours. So we've got about an hour. We've got plenty of time to get it to the Eddie's Food in North Platte. No problem. No problem whatsoever. It went by about 11 p.m. today. It's about 5. Yeah, we're going to be just fine. We'll be able to get it there nice and easy. We have not hit a weigh station, and we've crossed through a couple states. We went from Colorado into Wyoming, then Wyoming into Nebraska, so kind of surprised we have not hit a weigh station yet. It's good news for us, though. I'm not complaining. We get cleared sailing all the way through. I will not complain about that. Not at all. I have thought about adding a traffic density mod into the game. By the way, we're not on my usual profile. We are on a different one. But if you guys want me to play my usual profile with these mods, with like the Coast to Coast mod and some other ones we're running, as well as maybe we even get the Tesla, because the Tesla is the mod, at least. It's pretty darn cheap. It's like $99,000, so probably the cheapest truck you can buy. Bet you it's pretty cheap for our employees to run as well. So it's probably a good choice for the company truck. I don't know. Don't know. What do you guys think? We are going too fast for this turn, man. Holy cow. Slow this thing down. There we go. Get that running a little bit. We have regenerative braking on this unit as well, which is really nice. But yeah, maybe we'll get this truck as the fleet truck. We're not going to sell the International because it was the first truck we bought, and I want to see how many miles it gets up to. We might not even sell the trucks we have already since we've already bought them. I don't know. It might just be, you know, future trucks. We get the Teslas. I really don't know. I probably shouldn't do that just because I do have to load this game up in a abnormal fashion to be able to run the Tesla truck. So it might not work for future updates still. So probably is not smart to do that, I guess. Ogallala, is that what I said? Been there. Been there plenty of times. I did not get to see the sign, so I didn't really get to look and see. I'm pretty sure that's probably the city that it was mentioning, but I didn't get to read it, unfortunately. Oh, look at that Tesla sign right there. Nice. That's what we're driving, boyo. If only we were hauling some like Tesla Model S's and stuff, and some Model 3s on a car trailer. That would be the ultimate rig right here. Guarantee it. We're cruising on 86. I really need to start watching my speed. This thing that is a problem though. That is definitely a problem for me, is this thing is stupid easy to speed in. I don't know what the max speed we've hit today is, probably 90. The other day, I floored it to see, like yesterday, I floored it to see what it could hit for top speed, and we hit 130, and it was still climbing, but I backed down because we were coming up on like some turns, and I was like, this is sketchy. 130 miles an hour in a semi is not very fun. We're coming in North Platte here, so let's just see what we can accelerate to. We're a mile out from North Platte. We do need to take that exit right there. So 113, but we're going to slow down so we can take this exit. Well, there you get to see it though. In that short amount of time, less than a mile, we were able to get up to 113 from about 80 miles an hour or so, roughly. Let's take this turn. Got off 80, turning off into North Platte. I do think a traffic density mod would be pretty nice to have though, because there are a lot of times the traffic can be quite a bit of a pain, but on the other hand, sometimes you want a little bit more traffic. You know what I'm trying to say? Well, made that turn. I'm gonna check out the exterior here while we're driving. Got the daytime running lights on. If I turn on the full bright, so let's turn off. This thing is, whew. I mean, it's a weird looking little truck, but it is super aerodynamic, super cool, super futuristic. I like it, personally. I like normal trucks too, don't get me wrong, but you have to admit, this truck is neat for what it is. And you can hate it for whatever reasons you want. I know it's a pretty controversial truck, but I think it's pretty cool. I tend to like it. You don't have to. That is a-okay. The turn radius on this thing is ridiculous, by the way. It turns so sharp. This is where we're turning as well. Right into Eddie's Food. Now, I believe, it looks like they're going to have us dropping on the very back side. So let me see about turning on these flashers. And we will pull in the correct way, which I've never been able to do before with a normal truck, by the way. I've never been able to make these turns, but we might, well, we might still not be able to really make these turns looking at this. Yeah, better not go any farther. We hit the curb, but I knew we were going to be able to be hitting that as well. I'm going to try and do something here. I thought we would try pulling in the correct way, even though the parking lot looks like it's completely closed, and it really doesn't matter. And the correct way for a semi is any way the semi can fit. I wanted to see if we could do this in the Tesla, okay? Oh, no, we can't. No, it ain't gonna happen. Okay, well, I tried. I was curious. I wanted to know. I have my answer. It's okay. We'll back this thing up just a little bit more. I feel like I'm gonna nail that post back there. I mean, I can tell you I will. I'm not over far enough yet. Alright, right there will do. I'm not gonna be able to make this turn, but I really did not want to hit that post. We had to have been, yeah, we were getting close to that sign. Well, we might make this turn. Okay. Oh, just barely. Just barely. Let's adjust a little bit. There we go. See if we can clear that mirror past it there. Perfect. By the way, that mirror freezes every once in a while. Don't mind that. Perfect. Let's drop this thing off here at Eddie's Food. Eddie's Foods? Eddie? Oh, this is not the... Oh, this is a different drop than I was thinking it was. I thought this was one where you pull around back and then there's that down slot. Okay. Well, we just put ourselves in an interesting place, didn't we? Yikes. How does one... Man, this thing's reverse gear is gnarly. How does one get themselves out of here? That's the question. Wonderful. What do we do? What do we do? I have just put myself in one heck of a predicament, haven't I? We are gonna have to back out of here and take the other kind of entrance because I was stupid and did not realize that this was not the drop that I was thinking it was. Man, this thing backs up so dumb fast. It's ridiculous. Watch that. Try and angle that back this way more. You're favoring that side way too much. There we go. Now, I really don't know how traffic is looking right now. But I'm going to try and swing that trailer over just a little bit. And then straighten this back out. Nope. Thought I was getting real close to that pole. We weren't. We were doing just fine. Now, we are going to back this out onto the roadway. Nobody's coming from that direction. Looks like we're good. I'm gonna back it up and crank it. I mean, we're out there now. There we go. Now let's see if we can resolve my mistake here. We're gonna be cutting this a little short. There we go. Pull it off right up over here. Perfect. Made that turn. Oh, there's an entrance down here anyways. I would have just paid attention. I thought this was a completely different drop. I was thinking of it's not Eddie's Foods. It's Walmart. Like the Walmart store drop sort of. Or no, not that one. It's something else. I can't remember what store I'm thinking of, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Maybe it is Eddie's Foods and it's just not this one. But there's one where you go to the back and there's like this down slot to the bay. But anyways, we're here now. Just pull forward enough. Unless they wanted this backed in, which is possible. I can never tell. I don't know which way these cones are supposed to go. I think they wanted this backed in. Oh boy, we just keep messing up today, don't we, Jake? Lovely. Let's back this thing up. Take it right on around that turn. There we go. Don't go too much now. This thing has so much torque in reverse, it's ridiculous. Okay, don't hit that building. Let's pull forward. I have made a mess out of this. What am I to do here? We're gonna pop up on this a little bit. Yeah. Into the grass. What else am I supposed to do, man? Okay. Easily, Jake. Easy. How tight we turning? I cannot... Oh, there's our trailer. How we looking? How we looking? Cannot tell where I'm going right now. Oh, I see. There we go. How are we looking? Not see a darn thing. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Slide it over this way just a little bit, and now straighten it kind of back out. Right there will do. Park and brake, put her out of drive. And there we go. We got it dropped off. First load in the Tesla truck. Let me know what you guys think of the Tesla Semi in the comments down below. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. I think we're going to try and do American Truck Sim every Friday. We'll see how that works out. But thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. And until next time, I'll see y'all later.